What's up, guys? Welcome back to The Balance Show. I'm your host, Taylor, and this is my co-host,
Chloe.
We are kind of switching up the format here for our podcast. We feel like we provided some insight into our business and our relationships and all of that, but now we want to switch gears into kind of making it a more fun, conversational, lighthearted podcast.
So with the new direction of the podcast, we definitely want to keep it lighthearted and funny and entertaining, but of course we still will get into serious topics and things that will hopefully resonate with you guys.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. Yes, and I have also joined the podcast. You probably have no idea who I am if you're listening.
This is Allie, aka Alan.
Or Albert. Or Alfred.
I prefer Albert.
Yes. Albert, that's the one. Yes, I'm Allie. I'm Taylor's right-hand woman. I don't know what exactly my title is in this podcast, but maybe it's...
I would say producer.
Producer?
Yes.
Okay.
Producer's a nice one.
Yeah, that's a nice title.
I was mouthing to Allie just now. Right-hand man.
Right-hand.
Anyways.
What do you think? How does that feel? How's that sit with you?
That just reminded me of Alexis from Schitt's Creek.
Yes.
Oh,
Schitt's
yes.
Creek.
That's so her.
I miss that show so much.
I love that show.
That is a great show. Anytime I think of that show, the first thing that I think of is that man's eyebrows. I just, like, it's like the first thing that comes.
You know that's the son of the guy.
Actual.
Crazy.
The son of the guy.
I feel like I told you that.
No.
I think.
Not possible.
It's so fun because they're starting to go on like Ellen and Jimmy Fallon all the time now, and I just obsess over like having that on in the background, like talk shows. Mm-hmm. And they are some of the funniest people, and they're so like their characters and their real life selves are pretty similar.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard them talk in real life.
You should watch. I feel like you'd enjoy it.
I will.
I feel like there are certain actors who are like, they only play roles who are literally them. Like, for example, Matthew McConaughey, always himself.
Reese Witherspoon,
always herself. Vince Vaughn, the same guy in every movie. There's no variation. He's the same guy.
But I did hear some tea that Reese and Vaughn didn't get along in
Four Christmases.
Yes, in Four Christmases.
Tea. Spill.
Tea.
Starting off, kind of a silly question. Kind of a quick question. Tell me as quick as you can.
Don't go too long.
Don't take too long.
Keep it brief.
Keep it quick. Get on with it. What's your favorite smell?
I was thinking about this morning.
Why?
Because Allie sent us the questions.
She did?
Was I supposed to say that?
You're prepared.
I just saw the first couple of questions. My favorite smell is either coffee or permanent marker.
Oh,
or gasoline.
Actually. Or gasoline.
That's in your top favorite things.
Dude, yeah.
Wait, so do you like the smell of like freshly brewed coffee or coffee beans?
Coffee beans.
Like coffee shop? Okay.
Coffee beans, yep.
Yeah.
And then just permanent marker.
Coffee beans. Coffee beans, fire. Like, they smell better than they taste, I'm going to say it.
Yeah.
I agree.
They do,
Yeah.
they do.
For me, I think
Your
fresh
nail.
rain. What nail?
What happened to me the other day?
What? Nothing even like dramatic happened. It literally just, I looked down and I was like, wait.
Yep. Found mine on the
Wait a
floor.
minute.
I'm pissed. These are my real nails.
I know, that sucks.
You can't go breaking on me like that.
They put a tip on.
I'm like, they're real, but don't look at this one. My favorite scent would have to be rain. Fresh rain.
Wow.
Ooh.
That's a great smell.
I do love that smell.
Think of it.
It's nostalgic.
Think about
almost.
Give it a thought.
I wrote these questions. I can't even think of my favorite smell. You know what? My favorite smell is not just bread, but when bread is being toasted.
Whoa.
Like, that's some next level
Toast
shit.
and butter.
Delicious.
That vegan
butter.
Mykonos butter.
Best butter ever. If you guys haven't tried Mykonos vegan butter, you can get at Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, Sprouts, Target even.
My mouth is watering.
Best.
I'm
Mine
hungry.
Do you know that Mykonos butter?
I know about their vegan cheese. Never seen
That
their
one's
butter.
also pretty good.
Which we can't find. We'll talk about that on a different day.
We have a whole podcast about vegan cheese.
I'm trying to get my posture. Dude, I don't know what it is, but I think I saw my photos that Bello Haven took the other day, and I'm like,
Dude, yeah, my posture is absolutely horrendous.
I literally look
disgusting.
terrible and unconfident. So ever since then, I've been doing this like 5 times a day.
I
We
try.
should send each other posture checks.
Dude, I got a machine that reminds me. I haven't even opened it yet.
Have you opened
That is what I was gonna ask you.
I gotta start using
I don't
it.
know if I would like that because Tyler has one that straps on him. They look like they're sitting straight up. He's fooling you. He has a posture thing on under his
Dude,
shirt.
that's funny.
That was him yesterday.
That's
fooling
funny.
me.
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
So
I gotta fix that.
It like is easier to like do this rather than always having to think about it.
Right.
You train your
and
muscles.
you can like do exercises. Like in Legree the other day, we were doing this.
Yes.
Postural.
Yeah, the posture
Uh-huh.
roll. And I was today.
Posture
I'm
roll.
like,
It's
oh
good.
gosh,
No.
I'm sore.
I need to do more
I
of
need
that.
to work on it.
Apparently, your chest is really tight and your back is weak. That's what they say.
Yeah.
That makes sense because then it just pulls you forward,
Yeah.
especially like working on computers
Oh
and
my
on your
God.
phone.
On your
like
phone.
it's just a natural curve forward without you even realizing
So
it.
bad.
Yeah.
All right, everyone.
Take a second to
Boobs
roll
up.
your shoulders
Breathe
up
in.
towards your ears and roll them back.
Wait,
And
do you guys watch
down.
Jersey
And
Shore? They're always
down.
like, Chi-Chi's up. You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
JWoww and Snooki.
Sometimes I think about it.
Okay. Everyone to each their own.
Oh my gosh, that's funny though, because I'm super tall. For people that don't know me, I'm 6 feet tall, and I've always been tall like my whole life.
Yeah.
But throughout, like
No
came
way.
out of the womb, and I was 6 feet tall. Freakish. But I was always so insecure about it, especially with guys like in high school, because they hadn't hit their growth spurts yet, and so I would
Yes.
like stick a hip all the way out, bend over, bend forward, and like
To seem shorter.
yeah, to seem shorter. Not worth it.
No.
Now
Bring
you're
those
stuck
shoulders
like
back.
that.
Yeah, now I'm stuck all mangled. But,
I'm Alan.
A
When you're
curved spine.
Yes, I'm like this.
You
Have been
ain't.
since I was 14. My doctor said
You were 14 and everything
Yes.
changed?
because I was tall. I was tall. I hit puberty early. I had my
Same.
boobs first, and
Really?
I was tall. So I was like you. I always wanted to hunch.
yeah,
too.
dude, the hunching.
And then when you have big boobs, you're like, these are heavy shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then it gets kind of
yeah,
comfy
I-
down there. You're
yeah.
like, okay.
That's nice. Yeah.
Go
Love
get nice
it.
and cozied up. Anyway, what was that question? That wasn't favorite smell.
scent. Question 1.
Damn it, we failed. Chloe.
Question 1.
This is the thing. We'll get a question and we ramble on for days about it. So
She said
But
keep
I
it
encourage
short.
it. I know it's like say
Yeah.
it quick, do not, and then I start telling you.
we've
story.
done one question. It's been 10 minutes. All right, let's get to it.
Okay,
Come on.
next one. What's one thing you've tried that you'll never do again?
Oh gosh.
I feel like things that I've eaten, there's many.
Skiing. No, I'm just kidding.
We were pretty bad. You were exceptionally bad. But to be fair, I was exceptionally bad at snowboarding. So
So bad.
Wait, so do you snowboard now, or you just don't? You don't. You just
don't.
You're like, get me off.
She's
Get me
so
off of this.
sensitive about it. Honestly, I would enjoy a nice day in the town up there in
go to the
Vail.
spa.
Go to the
Yeah.
spa.
That's
Dude,
Rather than
respect.
break a bone or go snowmobiling.
yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe I'll get back into snowboarding. Snowboarding's easier than skiing for me.
Really? See, I want to
Yes.
try snowboarding.
It's hard.
Easier.
I've
It's
only done
hard because
skiing.
you fucking fall on your wrists all the time and it hurts.
And don't you like bruise your butt pretty bad?
You do, but you know, it's better than skiing.
No,
You're in that
skiing's
pizza
better.
wedge all the way
Taylor
down.
looked
You want
crazy.
French fries?
She was screaming, crying. I'd be like, we'd all be like stopped at the bottom of the mountain waiting for her. I'd be like, good job, Taylor. You're doing so good. She's like so slow going completely sideways down the mountain. And she's like, F you. F you. Just keep going. Leave me. She was like, you know when you're embarrassed, you don't want anyone to see you?
And you feel
Yes.
bad that you're holding people
Yes,
back.
I'm like, leave
Yeah.
me
Get the
alone.
Get out of here.
And then Steve says, all you need to do is go faster.
That was his advice.
That was when I ripped into him.
He wasn't a great
Go
teacher.
fat. Steve, if
My
you're watching,
skis
I
fell
want
off.
to have a word with you.
Yeah. But wait, what was yours?
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I always hope that if I don't have an answer that no one will ask me. We can just move on.
I saw you. You were like,
Next question.
One thing I've tried, I'll never do again.
like, have you done the cinnamon challenge?
Oh,
No.
oh my
like,
gosh. Have you?
Have you? Allie looks like she has.
No, but
I have
Curtis, you have.
I literally almost said no because I'm not an idiot.
No, Curtis
calling me out.
Curtis did, and
I am an
he
idiot.
farted after he he coughed, and then he farted at this big party.
Did cinnamon come out the other end? Like, why did he fart?
We have it on video.
Oh my
I'll
god.
send it to you. You can put it in this clip.
He was
my
a
gosh,
goon.
yes.
You show her the one of him at the cafeteria.
We had this friend.
Okay, yeah.
He was a
Yes.
prankster. I love a good prank. Could talk
Yes.
about it for days.
Right.
He was, his biggest prank, his biggest finale was falling down the cafeteria stairs with his tray of food, literally
Tumbles
all the way
throws
down.
his food everywhere. Acts like he fell.
Yeah, you got like big trouble with the dean. But
Oh my
at
gosh.
the end of it, everyone was applauding him. But it was
hilarious.
so funny.
That's pretty funny.
We gotta put that in here.
Did he hurt himself? Did he break a bone?
No, I don't
Did
know why he
sprain
never
a
hurt.
wrist?
He was like rubber. He just would like bounce back up and be ready to go.
he is
Covered
we
in
should
food.
have him on the podcast. He's hilarious.
Does he live here?
Yes, he lives here now.
Sweet. Okay, Chloe, you still haven't given us an answer.
I don't know. I always am down to try anything once, I would say. I'm a little bit
Yeah.
adventurous.
Mm-hmm.
Bit of a daredevil.
Yeah.
Wait, what did you look like? You were like wondering if you should agree. It's
Because
true.
the only time you're a daredevil is when I make you do things. Like,
Yeah.
make
these
you go
days.
jet skiing, make you go
Yeah.
snowmobiling.
It's like I don't want to do it, but then once I do, it's like a beast is released, you know?
Yeah.
Like the guy, the snowmobile guy's like, all right, you guys go to the top of the mountain, don't go too fast, and whatever you do, stop there. Don't keep going up that little trail, okay? So we're going, and I'm like hauling ass. I'm like, yeah! Like I'm literally yelling. I don't know why. Something came over me. I was like yelling. I was like, yeah! I'm driving up, and then we get to the top, and Taylor and Steve are like, all right, let's go back down. And me and Ari are like, I was like, I'm gonna go up there. Taylor's like, no! You daredevil! And so
I love that.
that's where I called it quits.
what is something? Like,
I can't
it
think-
could be eating anything.
Like a place you'll never visit again.
Shrimp when you threw it up.
But I would eat shrimp again.
You would?
I would. I do.
I
I don't know, guys. I just,
Hmm.
I can't say.
Yeah.
I would say like any type of like exotic meat, I would never eat. I would never eat foie gras. I would never eat any type
cow
of
eyeball,
animal.
cow balls.
Hell no. You would. I know you do. That's your favorite delicacy. Of course.
Shut up.
You've been
Rocky
trying me
Mountain
to
oysters,
get.
get
You know what
out.
Taylor just ate? Not that.
Yeah.
Snails, and I won't eat that.
I
What's it called
loved
again?
escargot.
Escargot.
Mhm.
I won't eat that.
Mm.
Ooh.
Little cream. In
Ooh.
there.
Yeah, a little pesto.
Pesto,
little garlic.
cheese.
No, ma'am.
Lick it all up in there.
Out of the shell. Her face.
Thank God, I'm disturbed.
What about
But I do like oysters, actually. Seems kind of
Okay.
similar in a
It
way.
is similar. But oysters are a full
Oysters
experience. I
are
feel
good.
like.
They're fire.
They're so good.
Yep.
I'll eat like
Mm.
8
I
of them
turned you
in
on
a
to those
sitting.
last year.
We had our first oyster together.
No.
You can't take credit for that.
No.
We had it together at Stoic, the first ever. Remember, we ordered 3. We were so nervous. And Steve was like, I ain't doing it.
And now he's obsessed.
He takes a little while to come around.
Gotta break him in.
Yeah.
So anyways, I don't have anything. Anything I've done before, I'd do it again. No regrets.
Wow.
Oh.
Okay then.
That's true.
Okay.
Well then I won't tell mine after that.
Wait, tell.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so you know Bird and Lime scooters.
Yeah.
I will never ever get
Why?
on one again.
Why? What
You'll
happened?
find me sprinting next to a whole group of people. If I'm with a group of people and they all want to take birds, I will
be
fucking
running?
sprint
You biff it?
along them.
Hit by a car?
I was in
Both.
I was in San Diego last New Year's Eve, day after New Year's Eve, first day of 2019. You know, I'm like, oh, gonna be the best day. We're riding along the boardwalk or something in San Diego. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. I'm on a bird scooter. I'm going full speed. Oh no, it was a Lime. I'm going full speed along the boardwalk, and all of a sudden I realize like none of my friends are around me, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? You know, but I'm still kind of enjoying it. I'm just a little worried.
It's so fun.
And then I like kind of glance over my shoulder and I see all of them like to the left, like over in this, it was like a grassy hill area. And I was like,
It's
oh,
you.
I gotta go with them. And so I like try to do this really cool move, like brake and turn because I've had experience with like drifting in a car.
Yeah.
So I think it's the same as a bird scooter. No, it's really not. And so I like go up onto the grass and I'm trying to like do that turn, but I also hit like this branch at the same time, like one of those trees, you know, that has branches in the ground. And I fucking flew, did like 2 flips in the air and landed directly like on my elbow and ribs. And I landed literally this close to a couple and they turned their heads and they're like, they literally could touch me and help me up. That's how close I was to them. And I stood up and I was just in so much shock and I was like, I'm fine, it's cool, like I'll just get back on the bird, I'll go, my friends are over there, I'm so sorry. You know?
Oh my God.
And then I think I was just in a state of shock for a while, but
to this day I haven't really overcome that moment.
But then that night I woke up in the middle of the night and I couldn't breathe and I was like, what the heck? And like I couldn't turn over.
Cracked a rib.
I cracked 3 ribs. My entire rib cage like got turned and everything. I'll show you the x-ray. And I had this huge like bubble of air almost that was like just chilling. And so that like I literally like talking about posture, I was more so like this than I've ever been.
Did you go to the hospital?
Oh,
that second?
No, not that second, because I didn't feel anything. I think because I was so shocked, but I was also
like while you were sleeping, you woke up. Did you go to the ER?
Because I was at my friend's house, but I called my dad.
When did you go to the ER?
Tell me. Please.
When I was back in Salt Lake, where I was living at the time, is when I went
after.
to my dad's office. Yeah, because I was like, okay, this is a rib thing. Because like when I would breathe in, I could feel like the sharp pain. But
wow.
Yeah, my dad took an x-ray and it was real fucked up.
Gosh. That's scary.
And so now I couldn't work out, breathe heavily for 3 or 4 months.
Breathe heavily? You're like,
yeah, like, at all times.
God, that's terrible.
No birds for Allie.
Do you think, now this is a serious question, do you think that your friends ditched you on purpose?
Honestly, probably.
I mean, they're way the fuck yonder. They didn't say anything.
Yeah, they didn't say shit.
I'm hurt by that for you.
Oh my.
I'm pissed. I'm just so ruminate on that for a little while. Sit in it.
You're opening fresh wounds. Oh my gosh. No, but they all saw me biff and they literally fell to the floor laughing. And that's why part of me was like, I gotta get up, I gotta be cool.
It's no big deal.
Brush it off.
There's
this little
something
bit of
about
dirt,
like
this huge red mark. No biggie.
Like if you hurt yourself and you're by yourself, you're like, oh my God.
I know.
But as people around, you're like, funny. Yeah. I'm fine. Don't look at me. Don't touch me. Yes. I'm good.
Dude,
yes.
yeah.
You know?
We could do a whole podcast on biffing.
Yeah. That'd be fun.
Why?
Because I've biffed so many times.
wait, let's tell one biff story. You're okay.
Tell one biff.
I have a good ass one.
Oh, mine's sad.
Oh my God, no.
Mine's sad. Actually, I have to tell 2.
Yeah, you do.
One, I got these cute, very high for a 7th grader platform sandals.
They were clogs.
Clogs.
They covered her whole top of her foot, but I think you only liked them because they were like this high off the ground. But they were like really otherwise very ugly looking back.
Okay, so they were clogs that like literally, I'm not kidding, this high. Like how many inches?
3
inches.
Sure.
7th grade. Get out of the car. First day wearing them. I fall on my face in front of everyone at school.
In front of the school.
Oh,
everyone's
out
outside.
The school.
And you're probably so excited.
I was so excited, but I
fresh outfit.
And you know I like want to cry inside.
And you at that age, Taylor was like, as most of us are, but she was like so nervous about like going to school. Like she would wake up 3 hours before school to do her hair. She would sleepwalk and she'd wake up curling her hair. That's how much anxiety she had about going to school and being cute.
Yeah.
So that takes it to a new level.
The girls, it was a terrible time. Anyways, and then second story, really fast. Brand new school, first day of senior year at Carmel High School in Indiana. I fall up the stairs in a skirt. And everyone's watching. Everyone's behind me. Everyone's behind the you. Teachers feel so bad for me. They're like, "Oh, honey, are you okay? I know it's your first day." Like,
That school was like a maze. I could never find my classes. It took so long to figure it out. It was a huge school.
Class of 1,000.
Yeah, thousands.
Wow.
Like 1,500 in a class. Yeah, it was a huge school. Like what?
Yeah.
How many in that school? There was just so many.
So many.
We came from a school with 1,200 kids total. So having that many people in a class, we were like,
Big transition.
I better trip them some stairs. Make myself known.
Okay, you Biff.
Oh my god. You Biff. Okay, mine, when I went into my freshman year of college at Purdue, I rushed sororities. And it came down, it's a process. You go to like 4 or 5 different full days of like rushing all the houses, and you narrow it down. So I'm on my last day of rush, and it's 2 houses left, my 2 favorite, okay? It's like Kappa, Kappa, Gamma, and Pi, Beta, Phi. And Kappa, Kappa, Gamma, those were like the like really smart, beautiful girls. So I'm going to rush, and I'm wearing these like, again, like platform heels, like so tall. I got them from Plato's Closet. There's a reason somebody gave them up for $2. I'm just going to leave it at that. So I'm walking in, and I'm like, I think they really wanted me. Their president comes to greet me, and she's like, hey, I'm going to walk you to the back. We have a ceremony going on. It was a very quiet voice. So it was like a very serene environment.
Yes.
So I'm walking in through the house. It's just me and her, and it's lined up with all the girls just watching us, like, watching us pass. And I fall flat on my face, arms out flat.
A big old splat.
And I could think there was like a pause, and I like slowly get up, and I'm like, she's like,
deep breath.
Oh, it's okay. It happens all the time. And I'm like, no, it doesn't. And I didn't get into that house. So there could be a correlation.
The girl that fell, no.
No. So mine might win.
Yeah.
But I didn't like twist my rib cage. So
wait a minute. Hospital.
It was
was not good.
Yeah, I'm never getting on one of those again.
No.
I'll probably never wear those sandals again.
Don't wear anything
seriously
with a higher platform than 2 inches.
You know
above
what's
that.
sketchy is competing in heels.
Yeah, how do people not fall all
Dude,
the time?
it's like
Have
the
you seen
biggest
people fall?
fear. Yes.
Oh, that would be
It is
so.
You think about those heels. Okay, yeah, those heels have a little platform. Think about strippers.
No,
dude.
they are stripper heels.
No,
That's
stripper
impressive.
heels have this big of a platform.
Well, some of people,
dancing
some
and
of them
doing
wear
that.
those
It's
stripper
dancing.
heels.
They gotta have some ankle support. That's what I read. Wait. We'll get back to that topic.
Oh,
next question.
Should I ask
know
a
that
question
there's a question
that's
later.
kinda?
There's a question. You'll see.
You'll hear.
I have.
Stay tuned. Okay, do you guys have any unpopular opinions? Like something that everyone likes that you don't like, or something that everyone hates that you like?
I have a little one I could think of off the top.
What is yours?
I don't really like
Mine's
Nutella.
gonna piss people off.
Really?
Oh, that's so.
Hate me or love me. Still an obsession.
That is the
Hate me
question.
or love me, still an obsession.
Love me or hate me, that is the question. If you love me, then thank you. If you hate me, then
That song is so ghetto.
That's my theme song.
Mine is, well, it doesn't. I'm not gonna make people mad. Let me think.
Wait, tell us. Well, it can't be too controversial. Stick to food groups. I feel like there's certain people in the world that just like latch on to certain things.
True.
Like there's people who will die for bacon. You know what I mean? Like people love bacon. They'll put
They
a bumper
love
sticker on their
bacon.
car about bacon.
They love.
You know what I mean? Like there's
their
certain
license plate
things.
will say bacon lover.
Yeah.
Some people just love Chipotle, and I don't know why. If I had to pick one place like that, I'd pick Chick-fil-A hands down. Get me a bumper sticker. I'm there. I could live there.
So true.
You ever driven to Chick-fil-A on a Sunday?
It's the saddest
So
thing in the
sad.
world. Oh,
Sad.
their fries really do something to me.
Not their
Chick-fil-A
fries.
sauce.
Chicken. Their fried chicken.
Oh, I do miss the chicken.
Dude,
yeah.
Cane's.
Have you guys been to Cane's? Okay, this is like
Is
a
that-
southern west thing.
Is it like Raising Cane's or just
Raising Cane's.
I've seen it. I've never had it.
They
That-
have the
They have
best
like the sourdough
fried chicken.
bread.
Yeah, the garlic
Cane
bread stuff.
sauce.
Oh, that looks so
Cane
good.
sauce.
What's cane sauce?
My poor friend in high school
Special
had to peel.
recipe.
He had to peel. Luke Fasano had to peel off the breading for the chicken.
That was his job?
Wait.
Because no, that's what I thought. No, he had celiac disease, and back then there was like nothing you could eat out there that was gluten free.
Sad.
So he had to peel off the breading and just eat the chicken, and all of us were having fries and bread. And
I would die for that chicken.
Sad.
Wow.
I would eat
Dude,
it.
that chicken is fire.
You guys gotta go there. Let's go field trip.
Fort
Field
Collins.
trip.
They have them here.
In Denver?
Around, yeah.
Shouldn't have told me that.
Watch out.
Watch out.
But I would say, if you think about like Qdoba's queso,
Yeah, but that's the only thing that's good there anymore.
I know I would never go there.
It used to be fire, just like Chipotle.
Take it back.
I take it back. Cut that out.
Cut that.
I really don't know.
What?
Unpopular opinion.
You had it. You had one.
No. Okay.
I feel like we always want to like name an easy one, and then we always want to think of like a really good one.
Yeah.
That's how we are with all
Like
these
beat
questions.
the last person that answered.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like I'm the only woman that doesn't love chocolate.
I would agree with you.
Oh.
I'm not obsessed with chocolate.
I would rather have
I love chocolate.
Me too.
Oh, see that.
Sour Patch Watermelon. Hands down.
Best
I
candy.
love them, but I'd rather have chocolate.
You?
I'm a chocolatier.
Oh, see, dude?
Yeah.
Every lady.
They're like, I'm on my period. I need chocolate.
I do not feel like that. I do not feel like that.
Even if I'm not on my period, I say that.
I'm like, I need
day.
Sour Patch Watermelon.
Yeah.
What do I like? Okay.
You like that?
Thank you. I'll tell you.
You like this. You like that.
Right here.
This.
I'm talking about like, if you're in that phase, you know,
Or you're on your period.
what are you hungry for?
A watermelon.
In that phase, I'm so discreet. You know that
That
one time in
dot.
the month. What is the thing? That's what you
Sour
want?
Patch Watermelon. Dude, do you remember telling you about my friend when she got her period in 7th grade and she was wearing white pants?
Oh.
No. No.
White pants all the way down her leg. Started her period for the first time.
7th grade was
That
really
is
that
so
year for that.
sad.
Yeah.
Me, I was at a basketball game after school, and I was wearing like nearly white. You know those jeans we used to have that were like almost white, no butt pockets, so you could see everything going on.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I'm sitting at the game, and I'm like,
Feels a little warm down there.
I gotta go do something. And then I go, and then I have to tie something around my waist
Oh, yeah.
for the whole rest of the.
Dude, yeah.
We all have that.
Luckily, I feel like the tie around the waist was totally a fashion statement back then. Though.
It was.
You know?
Totally.
Like, you could get away with it.
fashion was
People
ugly.
wouldn't
You
ask you
could.
questions.
Yeah.
So that's good that you had something to tie around your
That
waist.
is good.
though.
And it was after school, I guess, at extracurriculars.
Song.
People would play like Ouija boards and shit. They would do some weird shit at
Like,
parties.
have you guys
Ouija
played Light
boards.
as a Feather, Stiff as a Board?
No.
Witches.
I don't even know what that is. Wait,
You
but that
guys-
reminds me of something when you were doing this.
Yes, they're laying down and you put 2 fingers.
Oh,
And
yeah.
everyone in a group says light as a feather, stiff as a
And
board.
they try to
light
lift
as a
the
feather, stiff
person.
as a board.
It is like witches.
And you can literally lift the person with 2 fingers. Light as a feather, stiff as a board. Light as a feather, stiff as a
Dude,
board.
it is dark magic. Don't teach the kids.
Ouija boards are real.
Ouija board scared me
You're
too much.
You're
I could
opening
not do
doors
them.
that you don't understand.
I can't wait for the next few questions here because
What are they?
I got one. We'll go.
Okay.
I added one in. Should I? Actually, no, because we're on the topic of like high school and things.
Yes.
What's a secret you kept from your parents in high school and college?
Dude,
Secret?
Chloe was, she was really good and then she moved around and got bad. I was.
What does that mean?
Like when we lived in our hometown, I was pretty like innocent.
She was
I was
Okay.
below the age of 14.
Except
though.
one time, I was going out on a date and Chloe was 12 years old and I was like, Chloe, what are you doing with those My Card lemonades? And she was like, nothing. And she put them under her
we started
sweatshirt.
drinking when we were 12.
Literally,
in
we
my
started drinking
hometown.
when we were 12.
Yeah, we were getting drunk off of like apple schnapps, dude. It was like we were taking this canoe, me and my friend Kristen. You remember? She had a sister your age. Go and we'd take My Card lemonades because we thought it was so cool. We were like 12. We would take the canoe with our little My Cards and we'd take it through that cove where all those birds lived into this tiny little lake, and we would just drink there.
For me, I snuck out. My mom thinks the first time I snuck out was when I got caught, and that's not the case. I snuck out
Ooh,
a few times before it. But it was so stupid. It was like we would drive back to my boyfriend's house in Greeley, or like drive back to a party 30 minutes away. It's like, or go to Osiris, which, by the way, it was an 18 and up club, or 16 and up club.
Yeah, weird. This was in Colorado.
Alcohol? Did you guys have those?
So alcohol, but the younger people couldn't drink the alcohol.
There was a place called Area 21 in Salt Lake, which is kind of funny because Area 51 became
that's weird.
Thing. But, 21. Weird.
We had those here.
I don't know.
It was
that's weird. That is not okay.
Because you're 16 years old and you're grinding on the dance floor. It's like 1 a.m. and you're looking up, and there's these holographs of naked ladies. Oh. And, like, we would sneak out and do that kind of thing. Like, we'd go to those clubs.
Dude, when I look back on my high school career, I wonder how I'm still alive, honestly. I did so much sketchy shit.
I know.
I was like,
scary. Look, watching all these murder series right now,
I'm like I'd be dead in a second. Yeah. That guy came around, Ted Bundy.
Oh, Ted Bundy was Utah. Ew. So my friend's sister dated him. She got out. But that's, like, how close that hits to home. We would go up the canyon. He had, like, his place where he would bury bodies, and they cleared it out and everything, but they kept the place, you know. It's a alleyway into, like, the ground, like a burial site, and they just kept it. They didn't fill it, and so we would go and just, like, creep ourselves out, and it's scary shit.
Crazy.
He was
Dude,
crazy.
My favorite thing about the whole Ted Bundy case, though, he escaped prison 2 times, okay? And one of the funniest fucking things I've ever heard in my life, he was in jail. He got caught. He got put back in jail. And he had a top bunk. And this man, in preparation for his escape, would jump from the top bunk down to the bottom, crawl back up, jump down. They said he did that all day, every day. They didn't know why. Turns out he jumps from the top window of a courthouse, escapes. Okay? That is the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life.
So funny.
Jumping off.
Bad, but funny.
It's fun. It's hilarious.
Oh my gosh. Did you watch that
Colorado.
Netflix show?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was in Boulder.
Wow. Yeah. We're connected deeper than I realized.
You're just following his trail.
Yeah. I'm Ted Bundy's daughter. Ew. Oh, I don't like that.
Oh, poor Ted Bundy's daughter.
I know.
Out there in the world.
Can you imagine? Dude, and, like, I don't know if you guys ever followed the Elizabeth Smart case. Weird shit happens in Utah.
That was in Utah?
That was literally, like, a neighborhood away from me.
Elizabeth got taken from her house?
Yeah. Yeah, so it was a guy that was working on their house.
Yes, I remember this.
I think he was on a wanted list, maybe. I can't remember, but he was a worker, and he kind of, like, surveyed everything and would watch Elizabeth while he was working on the house because they were redoing the house.
Dude, why do you think I asked you to come yesterday when the man was installing my closet? I said, Allie, I don't want to be there alone.
Yeah, Elizabeth Smart and the guy that took her and his wife. So
wild.
So
are you guys, who in here is, like, always is interested in true crime stuff?
I am, but it scares me.
I feel like that kind of stuff is so intriguing. Like, it's like
intriguing.
It's so bad that you can't look away.
Yes.
You know, it's very intriguing.
Yeah. Have you listened to podcasts?
Yes, I love true crime. Maybe we should start one, honestly.
Yeah.
Maybe Balance Show. Yes. Switch it over. Balance Show, true crime. Welcome back.
We know nothing.
It could be fun. We could
see
do
what we saw on
what
documentaries.
If we did once in a while? What if we did, like, we researched one thing and we all come together, we just talk about it.
Yeah. And, like, bring our perspective and, like, what we think happened, and that could be fun.
Anyways,
good night.
This is a lighthearted, funny podcast.
As we mentioned.
Okay, let's bring up the seriousness.
Wow.
Wow. What carb are you?
Carb?
Yeah, if you had to choose a carb.
Potato.
The wheat
potato. French fries, to be specific.
I love it.
We walk around.
I'm a potato, you're a sweet
orange
potato.
And cream.
Here I am, baby.
I can see it.
I'm round.
Yeah.
I'm delicious. What are you? Go on.
She's like an eggplant.
Ooh, me.
Wait, I love how how Taylor looks you up and down. Oh, she's an eggplant.
And then stares me straight in the eyes. Eggplant, for sure.
She's long, lean, but has a booty.
She
like an eggplant.
loves a good vegan recipe.
Oh, I do.
And they all include eggplant.
Every single one. That's
Dude,
the base.
that's the thing though. Eggplant is like the meat of the vegetable world.
It is. Eggplants and mushrooms.
Passion?
Oh, I love.
But I feel like that's not a carb.
Oh,
you know? It's
not like a good one.
It's not a good
vegetable.
one.
That's not.
Let's see.
Well,
If I was a carb, oatmeal. Yeah.
That was good. That was good. You love oatmeal?
I love
Chloe,
oatmeal.
you love oatmeal?
You love that shit?
Weird.
Are you high right now? Do you ever get nervous? Wait, if anybody doesn't know, I'm quoting Lil Wayne. Those aren't just questions off the top.
I didn't catch on to that. What's something weird you do that not many others do?
Okay. I really don't like to talk to people when I'm relaxing at night. Like if someone calls me, I don't really want to talk. I just want to watch a show. Mm-hmm. And then in the morning when I wake up for the first 30 minutes to an hour, I don't really want to talk to anyone.
Mm-hmm. Me neither.
I just like my alone time.
Do you get upset if people try to talk to you, or you're just kind of short with them? Or?
Short.
Mm-hmm.
And grumpy.
I tell them just, hey, text me. Don't call me at this hour. It's 10 a.m. I'm like, who do you think you are?
We're so grumpy.
Me, I think I am someone who can stay up hours and hours and hours at night reading a book. I'm like, okay, one more chapter. And I'm like, and I get to the end of the chapter, I'm like, one more chapter. And every time, especially if I find a good book, I've been up really late till 12 or 1 in the morning lately. Because I past 2 months because I can't put my book down. I'm reading a great series.
Dang, girl.
So I could read for hours.
What
I get
series
bored of
is it?
That's
Red Rising.
Oh, Ari posted that on his story the other day. Someone
just started
recommended it. And he
It
was
is the best series I've ever read in my entire life. It's a mix
Red
of
Rising. Okay.
Hunger Games, Game of Thrones, Star Wars. That's all I'm gonna say.
What?
Wow.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, I need to.
Yeah. It's the best series I've ever read in my life.
This.
It's so good.
Okay.
I'm on the last book. Book number 5. It's 800 pages.
Dude.
That's crazy. Taylor's like,
I've read 800 pages in my whole life.
Whole life? You read 1 page a year of a book? Yes.
Dude, it's taken me 2 years to read.
This story is really developing.
2 years.
But that's a hard read though. That's it's not in modern English always. Props.
It is, but
well, that's a different subject though. That's growth. You want to sit with it and reflect on it. What you're reading with that.
Process it.
For me, it's you're watching a show. It's just entertainment. But I think it's broadening my vocabulary.
I know.
That's
I heard
cool.
you on
That's
your
cool.
story the other day. I was like, all these words.
Wait, what?
Hey Siri, define.
I don't even know. It was last night or the night before, talking about either growth or your routine and stuff like that.
Yeah? You remember any words? I'm trying to figure them out.
No.
Metamorphosis.
Yeah, I do think reading gives you a good vocabulary.
It does, for
when
sure.
I'm reading these books, I
For
see
sure.
so many words that I have no idea what they are.
And you have to look them up and remember them because sometimes they're used again,
They're important.
Wait, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's kind of weird, I guess. Something weird I do.
Yeah, not a lot of people do that.
No, not anymore. I feel like reading books is a lost art because
It is.
Netflix came in the picture.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I prefer to do that over watching a show, actually.
I want to get back on that vibe.
Yeah. Well, because I just realized, because I read The Outsider book by Stephen King, and they just came out with an HBO series about it.
You watched it?
And I'm starting to watch it. It's just coming out week by week, so I'm episode 3 or whatever is out. But it's when I'm watching it, I'm realizing how even just in one book, there's so much that happens that the show feels so sped up, and I'm like, it's not the same. You're not as attached. When I'm reading these books, this Red Rising series, I'm laughing out loud and crying. It's you're so much deeply attached to these people. So yeah. Anyways,
that's great.
I wish I could get into reading.
You just gotta find the right genre, and then you'll be good.
Dude,
I've been saying that.
You gave me The Alchemist, and I about wanted to cry.
That's boring. That one. That's Aries type of book. He likes that philosophical.
I'll have to find you a good one.
Yeah.
Find me a good one.
I'll think of one.
No,
Well, see,
self-help stuff.
I like no. That's
It's
hard.
yucky. Yeah.
I like anything that's like sci-fi, post-apocalyptic. That's like my thing. I love that.
It's so easy to get lost in it.
Yes, it's so like your
turning
imagination. You're like, whoa. But I feel like you don't like those books. Like when I was young, I read the Uglies series. Did anybody read that?
Yes.
Wait, my God, I love that. yes.
Yes.
I loved that series, but I gave it to Taylor. She didn't like it, so it's not her genre.
Yeah.
She likes like realistic.
Okay.
Like she likes like real. Like, I feel like you could read something about, like, a real life thing that happens in modern time.
Yeah.
Or, like, near future.
Yeah.
Or near past.
I read the Click books.
She loved them.
Okay, next question.
Hurry.
All right. What's the strangest thing you know way too much about?
Conspiracy theories.
Takes me back.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, what are your favorite...
Anyone judging?
What are your main...
No, I'm celebrating.
What are your main favorite conspiracies that you really subscribe to? Don't say flat Earth.
People mad.
We'll lose them all.
So this is how I first started getting into conspiracy theories.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Was when I was in 6th or 7th grade. Looked up on Google Denver airport conspiracy theories. Actually, I didn't look it up. It came
reading
up.
about them.
Wow.
Tell me
That's
something.
how I got into them.
Will you tell me
Okay.
things? I want to know.
Let's go.
It is a place for the apocalypse.
Uh-huh.
One time,
a bunker.
Obama thought the world
Bunker,
was
okay.
ending.
When the asteroid came.
He was at the Denver airport.
Out
I think
of
there's
nowhere.
a safe place there for the rich and famous.
So,
Interesting. Like underground sort of thing?
Yes.
It is shaped as a swastika.
it's all underground.
Okay, that's what I've heard a lot about, like the Nazi regime, like that.
So when we were growing
symbols
up,
of that.
inside the Denver airport, there used to be these huge mural paintings of like genocide, like a man with a
yes.
gas mask and a
Children.
sword with children of every race.
My
like it
friend
was like
Devin, back in the day, like 10 years ago or so, sent me a photo. He was like, I'm coming to see you guys, like in Denver or in Greeley, and he sent us a photo on the way. That was the photo.
yeah, they've changed it since.
There's so
It
many
is.
things.
You got to watch a video about it if you
Oh,
haven't
I
seen it.
wanna watch.
Denver airport.
Is it like just on YouTube?
Oh
something
yeah,
like that?
so
Okay.
many.
Yes.
Like there was
Okay.
another airport perfectly functioning, like 2
Yeah.
miles away, and then they built this one. out
And
of
why is it
nowhere.
so far out? That's what gets
Right.
me.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I know. It could be so much closer.
so
It's
there's so much
weird.
land between. Like when I'm on the train, I'm like, where the hell
know.
am I going? Are they taking
It's
me
so
off
weird.
away? I get a little creeped out when I go on the train.
Creepy.
They built the whole thing underground, and then like construction was like delayed by so far because they built like 10 stories underground, like huge structures underground.
Yes, and there's
Wow.
apparently
Wow.
like gas chambers under there. They say there's pictures. Who knows if they're real? But I do believe that there's something going on there because Obama went there when there was all this craziness.
That's really what does it for me.
I know,
And
me too.
Side
Not
fact
just a
about the airport:
coincidence.
there's like a blue Bronco, like a Mustang
Yeah.
sculpture that's like 2 stories high.
Yeah.
And as they were installing it, it fell over and killed the artist that made it. It's got these red glowing eyes.
We might have to fact check that it was the artist.
No, it was.
Was it?
It was the sculptor. I
Oh.
fact checked myself
That-
about it. I thought it was crazy.
I thought it was just someone putting it up.
It was him.
I'm
guys,
gonna watch
I
something
know.
like this tonight.
Crazy.
Oh
Gotta.
my gosh.
Another thing that you love, aliens.
Aliens.
You
You
do?
guys really
They
believe
exist.
we are the only people out
Not one
there?
bit.
The galaxy,
Absolutely not.
The universe is infinite,
Infinite.
right? So
Sometimes I
like
freak myself
we
out when I
we survive
start
on
thinking
Earth
about that.
because the conditions are just perfect for us. But like, who's to say that there's not another planet where conditions are perfect and a different
Right.
species could thrive there?
Right, and they might not even have the same level of consciousness as us. Maybe it's less,
Yeah.
maybe
Could
it's
be totally
more.
different.
But we
Could be
I feel like
amoebas.
they're
Yeah,
advanced,
exactly.
more advanced than us. But God, like in the Bible, it says that God made us in His image, so we're the most like Him. But who's to say that there's not other creatures or beings or souls out there? And the other
Energies.
day, they saw. Look this up. Alien sighting. Just alien sighting.
That doesn't seem like it will give you the results that you're thinking of exactly.
Alien
just
sighting.
look up alien.
December or January 2020.
2020, maybe.
January 6th, 2020.
See? January 6, 2020. Where was it?
I think about that stuff, but then I also think about how time is infinite, and that starts like messing with my mind.
Anything about time, like movies about time.
Yes.
Anything about time, like really.
Interstellar just blows
messes me up.
That's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah,
it's so me too.
The lake house. People think that ghosts are just us seeing a different timeline.
Dude, I think this is why you would like Man in the High Castle, because it has to do with those
Don't
tell me.
Oh,
it's so good.
See, I've only watched 3 episodes.
I'm like 1 season, 2 seasons in.
Our dad saw, there's this famous one, and then we can move on. I see it in your eyeballs. There's this famous one in, no, Arizona is where he lived.
Snowflake, Arizona.
Yes, he saw like 4 or 5 saucers, UFOs, whatever.
Sorcerers, like flying around, like
saucers.
Yeah,
they're saucers.
And
yes, saucers.
they went bing, 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 and they huddled around, or hovered around for a while, and then they went all.
Dude, that shit is not. You can't. It's not even like
the government
debatable.
said it was them testing airplanes.
No, dude.
And I don't believe it one bit. If you guys watch the Bob Lazar documentary.
Oh, yeah, that you're like, yeah, that's it. Aliens exist.
Anyways.
And he's like, there's no question that aliens exist. Like,
right.
I feel like everybody knows that, but he's like, the fact that our government's hiding it from us, and they're also hiding all this technology and the intelligence that can like move us forward is wrong. That's why it came out.
Yes, that's
like,
the end of the day.
Yeah,
it's wrong.
They were working on, or like they were tearing apart a UFO.
Yeah, and they were learning how it worked, and so he literally explained what it looked like and how it worked with like anti-gravity stuff. I'm like, how would he just come up with that out of nowhere? Come on.
He's not crazy.
No.
Wow.
And the only reason they haven't killed him is because he's so public.
Yeah, that's why he went public.
There'd be a huge conspiracy around that if it did happen.
Can I tell you about the 2 things I know too much about?
Yes.
2 quick things. Well, I've already told you about that, but that's definitely a major one. I know everything about polygamous cults. Well, just quick synopsis, guys. I know everything about polygamy, so if you have any questions,
DM me.
But I've been watching this show called Escaping Polygamy. I'm on season 4, okay? And I watch these shows on YouTube, and it's Escaping Polygamy. It's all about the Order and the FLDS, both in Utah. And Allie's hometown.
Utah. My family.
And so, anyways, I know too much about that. If you have any questions, hit me up. But there's 2 other things that I thought of.
Oh.
I get on these little spurts, just like with chasing polygamy or escaping polygamy.
Chasing.
I'm just trying to find them. Hey. But with that, I just have these like random things on YouTube where I just watch like series of shows on YouTube because I watch it in the shower and when I'm getting ready in my bathroom. So another like long 2-week, 3-week spurt that I went on learning about Victorian era. I learned all about the ingredients that they had in their wallpaper, in their makeup.
Wow.
That killed them. That was dangerous.
Oh.
Dude.
All kinds of stuff.
That is some stuff I want to know.
It was so interesting. The way they built their houses. All this.
So where did you find out this info?
YouTube. History Channel YouTube.
History Channel.
Not the History Channel. Not the History Channel, but a History Channel. We're like,
not
the History Channel. You guys are like, oh, History Channel. I'll find it. I'm like, no, it's not that easy. And then the other thing that this brings me back to my earlier conversation about the high heels. I know a lot about strippers. Okay. And this is another thing.
Chloe.
This is another spurt that I went on YouTube.
Told you she was
learning
bad.
about the life of a stripper. Learning about the downfalls. You know, I watched these like Vice documentaries about like strippers, and then I started just going through the rabbit hole where I'm like,
it's fascinating.
Then I get into it. What's in my stripper bag? I'm like, I gotta know. Tell me about it.
Your recommended is probably
it's crazy. It's like Victorian era strippers and polygamy. I'm like, that's me
combining
right there.
all 3 of those.
I love it.
Chloe.
Yeah,
that's great.
That's really
random
cool.
stuff.
So
I love that.
So you like history?
I like to,
I
love
know
history.
Other things, like other
I
cultures.
I love to learn about like other cultures, different perspectives. I love to learn about like if like I could spend weeks just learning about like India and this like subculture of India. You know what I mean? Like I just love like
deep dive in it.
Culture and history.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Very cultured of me to learn about the stripper community.
I want to go watch it.
You should.
Because there's like no shows on Netflix right now.
I can send you
I'm on Tiny House.
Tiny House makes me just like angry.
Dude, me too.
I hate Tiny
Steve's
House.
like, turn that off.
I hate it. I'll never live in a tiny
It's calming
house.
though.
Yeah.
Because at the same time, you're falling asleep. You're like, do I need all these shoes? You know?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Help
yes.
you sleep? Yes.
Don't shame me for that. They're like, why do you have just some random Asian shiny design shoes? I'm like, I need them. I wear them once every 2 years.
Lily is a hoarder.
Yeah, I can't live in a tiny home.
She's a hoarder.
I would hoard tiny homes. I just have a whole like trailer park, and it's all my tiny homes.
That'd be kind of cool. And in each home, you have your different hoarding stashes.
That's fun.
That is fun.
I live a different life.
There
I
could
put
be
on
a show about
wig.
you.
That's where you've been.
Every home I'm a different wife. Polygamy. I have a different husband in every tiny home.
And you're a
It's
stripper
all coming
as
together.
well.
It's all coming together. That's how I make a living. Wow. Exposed.
Do we want to do like 2 more questions?
Yeah.
Whatever you feel.
I have some two good ones.
Okay.
Okay, this one's kind of fun. Probably quick, but we don't ever know because we
That's
go on
true.
tangents. So,
Yeah.
Yes.
if you can't sleep in the middle of the night, what do you do?
I take Core 21 supplement from First Form. That's what I do.
Swipe up to try it out.
No, I swear it's the
That stuff
only
makes
thing.
you pass out.
Dude,
Really?
It's
What's
crazy.
in it?
It's weird.
I do not know.
It's some weird like mushroom shit.
Oh,
when
yeah.
You
Like
take
Reiki
it
or whatever.
10 minutes later, you're seeing
I don't take
cross-eyed.
that. I can't take
You're
It's
that.
out.
actual shrooms.
It's
Actual shrooms.
I can't take that.
But no, that
Oh my gosh.
I like
Okay, I
don't
have
get
to
up
get
and
some.
walk around. I don't
No.
know if that's your all's answer.
You
Really?
can't.
but
I
I
can't.
don't. That wakes me up more.
I used to like bartend when I was like in college and after college, and so I was up till like 5 a.m. every night for a good like 4 years of my life. So I couldn't sleep at night ever till the sun came out. I also had this like fear of the dark. Okay.
Yeah.
I had anxiety at night. I was scared. I was so scared. I was
real.
so anxious that I wouldn't fall asleep that I couldn't fall asleep.
You were afraid of monsters?
And I was afraid of just like demons in the dark.
Dude,
I was
yeah.
haunted once.
She was haunted.
I also had a demon of a ex-boyfriend. I'm sure you can relate, ladies.
Yeah.
That is true.
So I just learned I can't get up, walk around, stir myself. I just gotta lay there. If I can't sleep, sorry about it.
Yeah.
Gotta
You
lay
just
there.
have to accept it.
I just try to think like even if I'm just laying here with my eyes closed, I'm resting. So
Yeah.
f- it.
Yeah. It's so true.
So that's
So
fine.
okay.
That's enough for me.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
as soon as you turn on any type of light that has any blue light in it, which is
Done.
yeah, you're done. So if
You're
if
done.
I'm up late at night, I'm reading with like a really deep orange or red light.
Yes.
That's what I read with.
Yes.
That's what gets me sleepy. I could talk all about things to make you go to sleep because I was
She
an
used to have
insomniac.
insomnia.
Yeah.
Dude, same.
Yeah.
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 We're talking about this earlier.
Bartenders.
Yeah. It
Dude.
it changes your
Because
entire
you're awake
schedule.
and you're alive. And then when
You
you guys
have
are
to be
leaving the
awake.
bar at 3 a.m, we're there cleaning it up.
Yep.
And like
and it's nasty.
waiting to get our money. And it's nasty. That was like a rough time period.
Especially
Yeah.
in college.
In college,
bars.
I mean, like downtown Indianapolis was rough too. Like that crowd was rough. I had to like
bet.
fight for my money. Not like square up, but I was like, "Excuse me, you need to pay your bill now." Excuse me. They were scary.
Okay, wrapping this up, we're gonna do a final question here. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. What are 3 things you have to do every single day? Like it keeps you sane.
I
these 3
have
things.
to drink coffee. One time I went on a coffee detox.
I remember that.
Wow.
Shivering, wanted to throw up,
That's
had
crazy.
head pain, like my brain was gonna fall out of my head.
The sharp,
Don't you
intense
do you
pains.
do you hate that that's like a thing for you?
No, because it gives me something to look forward to in the morning.
But
Yeah,
do you
my
hate that
coffee
you have a
experience
vice
is
like that?
something special.
Like, do you hate that you're
Dependent on something?
yeah.
No. Well, I do when I'm like don't have control of my life, like if I'm on vacation or at someone's house and I don't have coffee, that kind of sucks. But coffee, it just gives you something to look forward in the day.
The warmth.
There's like
the,
there's a ritual to it.
The ritual aspect
Yeah.
of it is
Yeah.
huge for me.
There's a lot to it.
Coffee,
Uh huh.
I have to watch some sort of show. before I go to bed. Like, whether that be after work or right before bed or something, I like have to be stimulated that way. I don't know why.
Does it calm you?
It
Does
calms
it kind of
me.
like allow your brain to turn off about everything else?
Yes, the day, like even if I'm on vacation, I have to turn on a show.
Yeah, you are like that.
It like turns me off and like turns my brain off to go to bed, and I don't think about other things other than the show.
Right.
So that.
Interesting. Okay.
3.
I like it.
I lately have had wine every day for like the past 6 months.
Whoa, that's like more than lately even. That's like nowadays, you know?
Yeah.
You have wine every day.
Every night.
1 glass or 2?
1, maybe 1.5 sometimes. Then I'll have like a sip of Steve's maybe.
Dude, it's been studied so much. Like, I think it's called the Blue Zones. They drink wine at 5 every single day.
Yes.
And they are some of the cultures that live the longest.
Oh my gosh, that whole thing about like, there's something about, there's this article that I read. It's like the 6 cultures around the world that live the longest. These are people who like work, like they have labor, like they walk a long way, or they're doing things that like they move. They're not like in the gym pumping iron, like it's not necessarily that, but it's like you're moving. Like there's we should do a podcast about this. That'd be so interesting.
That would be really cool.
That's like so intriguing to me.
Yes.
A lot of them do yoga or like some type of like stretching practice.
Unplug. And family time too. A lot of their culture is based on like at the end of the day you're all together, you're all discussing how the day was, you're present, you're really understanding each other, communicating, listening.
Let's talk about that sometime. That'd be interesting.
Yes,
let's do that. Yeah, I like that.
That's so interesting.
Okay, my things, I'm trying to think of them all. One thing is I like love, at the end of the day, I love like a really long shower, watching a video in the shower, and then a really long face, like skincare and body care routine.
Yeah.
That's like my like favorite thing of the day.
Big self-care thing.
Another really weird thing is like I always have to look at a sunset. Like I always have to like look out the window. Even when we were in Arizona. Remember, I took you to the front. I was like, come, you have to see this.
Yeah.
And she thought I was pranking her, but I was like, literally, you have to see this sunset. She was like, where's Steve? I was like, no, this is a special moment.
Because Steve winked at me.
Yeah, he ruined it. But I just love to see the sunset. I have to see it. They're so... Yes, and they're so different every day. They're so like intriguing to me.
I love that.
I just like watch the colors, like they change over the course of a minute. I'm like, I think I just love color.
Yeah.
So
well, I think especially with like your creative side.
Yeah.
You're very artistic. It's inspiring to you.
Yes. So
Yeah.
I love sunsets. I love shower, skincare, and reading nowadays.
Yeah.
Now that I'm back into reading, I have to read. I want to read all day.
Amazing.
Alan?
Oh gosh. I was hoping it wouldn't come to this. Now I feel like Chloe's like, don't ask me. Mine is also coffee in the morning. I think just, again, going back to my childhood, like I started drinking coffee when I was young, which might not be the best, but like it's just such a ritual. It's an experience. Like give me decaf coffee. I don't even care. It's not about like the, feeling jolted. Sometimes I need that, but overall it's just that warm, almost heartfelt experience. I don't know.
Yeah,
I love
like
it.
you have your mug and you're like sitting in a comfy
and just
chair.
relaxing,
just like not
and just
talking to anyone.
Yeah,
just like,
it's my me time.
That's nice.
Yes, that I always have to listen to a podcast at some point throughout the day, even if it's not something super like interesting or informative, but like for some reason it's almost like white noise to me, but I like to hear someone talking.
like
might be because I live alone, but
yeah. I mean, I guess we each have one of those types of media, you know. Yeah.
So either podcast or a YouTube beauty video. Holy cow, that's hard to say. But those are so soothing to me.
Yeah,
especially the way some people talk.
I have to send you this video, girl. That's not her. She's a YouTuber.
Video girl.
She's a YouTuber. She does her makeup, and while she's doing her makeup, she talks about one true crime event. It's crazy. It's so good.
Please send that to me.
Dude, I have to send you that because Ari walks into my bathroom and he's like, "What are you listening to?" Because he comes in and he's expecting like a true crime like horror show, and it's like her like putting on mascara,
putting her lash on.
I'll send it to you. Anyways,
I would love that.
Cool. That's good.
So yeah, that's my second one, and then my final one. I have to stretch at least 15 minutes before bed.
That's
every
good.
single
That's how
night.
Steve is, yeah.
Every
I need to
single
get
night.
into that.
Me
You
too.
feel so good.
It's like my meditation pretty much.
Yeah.
I just turn my mind off. I just kind of feel my body. I can close my eyes, think about whatever slows
I'm
your brain
inspired.
down. You should do it.
I
It
love
really,
that.
it's kind of a hard habit to build at first because you're like, oh, I have to stretch,
exactly.
yada,
Like, I just
yada.
wanna
But
go
if
to
you
bed.
start
Right.
like 5 minutes, 3 times a week, it'll just
Right.
become second
It's
nature
easy.
over
Build up.
time.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
stretch
I love
this
that.
very night.
We should start going to
Yes.
yoga.
We
yes,
should.
hot yoga.
2020,
Yes.
baby.
2020.
Yeah.
Setting our intentions.
Stretching. Wow.
But yeah, that's kind of my last question of the day.
Love
I feel like
it.
today was fun.
It was
we
fun.
had some good conversations. I hope
Good
you guys
convo. Good
enjoyed.
chill.
Good job, ladies.
That was fun.
Wow.
Let us know if you have questions you want answered in the future.
Comment
Let us
down,
know.
or not comment down. What do I say? What is it? Subscribe
Subscribe, yeah.
and leave
Rate.
a review. Rate. And if you guys have anything that you want us to talk about, DM the Balance Show
On
at the Balance
Instagram.
Show on Instagram.
Yes, any topics, because now we're open to anything, so we can
Yeah.
talk about literally anything under the sun that you guys are interested
Right.
in.
You know what I want to do, especially because it's like a new year, is have kind of an episode where it's purely people kind of, they send us something they want advice on.
Yeah,
And
like letters.
so we just do, and we just do a podcast about like advice.
What about,
You know,
what if at
wouldn't
the
that be
end of
fun?
every show we answer like 1 to 3?
Yeah. Oh,
That would
that'd
be
be
fun.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we can just start racking them up.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
So, send in your letters. If you need some advice, if you need help on anything, or just some
Yeah.
guidance on some
Be
random
so
topic.
fun.
There's one of us here that have experienced something like it, I'm sure. And so hopefully we can help you.
Love it.
Yes.
Thank you
That's
guys. We love you, and we will see you next time.
Bye,
Cheers
guys.
to that.
Cheers to
Cheers to
that.
that.